here is the end goal. So how do we make that workable with so many segments? I mean, wouldn't it take forever to sew all those itty bitty little segments? Well, it otherwise would, but we're going to show a significantly easier way to do that. Based on the measurements, the scarf would be roughly about 2.5 inches wide, so obviously we would make it about 5 inches, about 5 inches wide per segment, well, plus seam allowance. So, and by the height though, the height itself, 2.5, would be a little bit, I guess that's about 2 inches or so. And you're probably thinking, no way am I going to sew 50 pieces or whatever it takes. Oh, so what we're going to do, I wouldn't either, is simply measure about 2 inches or so, maybe 2.25 plus seam allowance. And what we are going to do with that, and when I say that we're not going to cut it 5 inches plus seam allowance, we're going to cut it quite a distance. And we're going to do the same with the white. I'm sure you can understand the concept from here. We're just going to have the white. We're going to stick the white here and here. Then we can have all together about 12 squares. So, and then from there, once we sew all those, basically about 4 different seams, you can cut that, and then just attach them lengthwise. Then we can have our scarf essentially stick in a little batting under there and sew it up and be done. So here we go, 3 seams. Just snip this in half like that, and then we can just start sewing that to the next step, and then continue with this side. Of course, before you cut this, this needs to be cut off right here. The excess, cut off the excess a little bit, then cut it, and then just sew it there and there. So that should probably save a few extra pinnings when you can do it all in one go. So then you can just do it 1, 2, yeah, just do it twice. Just do it twice after that. And then, of course, fold it. And, of course, sew along that. And we'll try to stick some batting in there, too. All sewn together. Now we just fold it over. And we'll just start on one end. Start on this end, and we'll go all the way down, and we'll stop. We'll stop right here. And for the little frillies, just cut some minky here. Or actually, I just used what I trimmed off. And we're going to have about 8 of those on the end here. So I'll probably just stick them in as is, and I'll cut them afterward. I may use something a little bit wider than that, so the needle actually bites into it. I don't want it just hanging by 1 or 2 threads, so I'll probably do that. But the concept is the same nonetheless. And I decided against batting. I think batting would make it a little bit too thick, so I'm going to leave it as is. So here it is, and as you can see, there's this piece sewn in, and notice the angle. See, notice the fur direction here is actually this way. There's a explicit reason for that. I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, we've prepared the other piece, and we've cut this up to a bunch of little short segments. It doesn't look that pretty, right? Well, here's where the magic comes in. Let's swap hands here. My elbows on it to hold it down. Just pull, and look at that. Yeah. I'll just do that with each one of them. Just pull. It'll get a little messy. We can brush that off later. You can see what's happening there. Maybe I can steady it with my forehead. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. We're just pulling it tight. It naturally curls up at that orientation. So, now we got some frillies. Look at that. Sure, it looks better on the other side. Frillies! So that's that. And just kind of get rid of all this minky stuff. We just tuck that under. Then we'll slide this in there. I decided to cut it 4 ways this time. Here we've sewn it across, and then we'll just cut this and do it the same way we did this other end here. And if you want to, you can just also sew this across, and then it would look uniform on each end. So that's about it. Thank you for watching.